YouTube channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for checking out my video. And you know what? It is the 1st of November. I have had this up for quite some time already, and I know I have been getting called out for it. But you know what? We are officially in the festive season. I just want to let you know that there's going to be at least 2 new videos every single day on my channel, which isn't really a surprise because I've been doing that for the past year. However, I just want to officially announce it so you can come back to my channel every single day and there will be 2 new videos for you. And I'm very excited for today's video. Let me put my phone on mute because I don't know why these people want to text me when I'm filming. That's not to say I'm popular, it's my mother texting me. But thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you checking it out and I appreciate your time as always. And please sound off in the comments below. I am responding to every single person. It is my favorite thing to do. Okay, we are going to be talking about Tati Westbrook today. So, Tati is someone who was on our radar for a very long time and who we hadn't talked about for quite some time. So basically what that means is, if you're aware, from 2019 to around 2020, Tati Westbrook was in every single drama video, every single news video, mainstream media, from the Bi Sister scandal where she made the video exposing James Charles. That was one of the first really big downfalls of his career that kind of stuck, and even still to this day that people are still questioning it and referring back to it. I mean, stood the test of time in some ways, I guess you could say. And then furthermore, last summer in 2020, Tati Westbrook came out with a video in which she said that Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star were manipulating her, had made her twist her words, had basically just fed her a certain narrative about James Charles and about other people in the beauty space so that she would be the one that would go forward on her channel, attacking them, go forward on her channel because they knew, in her opinion, that she was someone who took this stuff a lot more seriously than they did in terms of people abusing their power, abusing their platform, or any of the other things. And therefore that was what happened. Tati Westbrook was the one who sat down and filmed the video and then took the hit when it came to James Charles whenever he started getting liked again. So there was a lot with Tati Westbrook. It just seemed to be non-stop for a while. And then we hadn't heard from Tati Westbrook in a while. She took a break from the internet. Then she came back, and then, really bad news for Tati Westbrook, we found out that not only was she suing a drama channel without a crystal ball for defamation, she was getting sued by her business partner. Now, the lawsuit with the drama channel for defamation has been long dropped, and it was a long battle. However, there is the still legal battle with the business partner going ahead, and it's in litigation. I don't even know what that means, but I know that Tati Westbrook says it a lot, so she's in litigation, whatever that means. And it's a very strong business battle between her and her husband, and the business partner, and they're basically just fighting over the rights of Halo Beauty, her brand, about pay, about work relations, and the contracts involved. And it is happening very publicly, and it's really bad for not only Tati Westbrook's public persona and public face, it's incredibly bad for her company because this all reflects now that we are seeing the side of the business behind the scenes that we really shouldn't have seen, and it's putting a bad taste in people's mouth about the company. So Tati has been through it. Now, my opinion of Tati Westbrook, I want to know yours below, so please let me know. My opinion of Tati Westbrook has always been, first and foremost, I think she is gorgeous. I think she is beautiful. And I always have a soft spot for Tati Westbrook. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy some of her videos. I think she comes across as a nice woman. I think she comes across as a very collected woman. You know, in the past that was definitely faded with the dramas, clearly. I think she comes together as a very professional woman. Again, in the past this was very... But I really do think that out of all of the bunch in the beauty space that we talk about, I definitely think she's miles better than any of the other ones. I think there is definitely even a little bit of a genuine side to her, and I can appreciate whenever she uploads a video. I'll say it like that. Now, the thing with Tati, though, is she's been very silent on her social medias in regards to the lawsuits and the drama and what was happening in her personal life around the time of the drama, and never really spoke up about it. Now, you can take this in whatever way you want. You know, she doesn't need to speak about it. She doesn't want to speak about it. She's in a lawsuit. She can't speak about it. She doesn't want to talk about Jeffree and Shane again. She doesn't want to talk about James. And on the topic of her and James Charles, they followed and refollowed and unfollowed each other so many times, and we're currently in a day and age where they do not follow each other on social media again. So you can only assume that they're not friends again, and Tati Westbrook probably feels like an absolute tit for doubling down on Shane and Jeffree for making her make the James video whenever the narrative against James is like permanently staying that he at least has been abusing his power, which basically was what her video is about. You know what I mean? I would love to go back and properly watch through that video whenever we can know now what James has continuously been accused of, because I think it would add more context. And again, you can see what your opinion is on, you know, what was Jeffree's motive in this? What was Shane's motive in this? What was Tati's motive in this? Were they just trying to get the truth out? You know what I mean? But at the face of that, it was Tati Westbrook's career crumbling, and also her personal life crumbling, and she is speaking up now. I'm actually gonna really quickly Google what age this woman is, just so I can know. Tati Westbrook age. Okay, she is 39 years old. So Tati Westbrook is 39 years old, and she has been with her partner for 10 years. James, who is also her, like, in business, and her husband. They did break up. At the time the drama got really bad, she said she just was going through it mentally and they had to break up, and now they're back together. She said that she had like a spiritual, like religious experience that like brought her back to like earth, something like that. Hey, to each their own. And she said that their love is almost stronger now, so that's great to hear. And there just seemed a lot of pressure from her audience asking her about if she was ever going to do fertility treatment, if she was ever going to get pregnant, because that's always something that before the dramas, she talked about very passionately that she wanted to do. So obviously, years later, whenever her audience were getting updates about this, and now I haven't got an update in a very long time, some of the audience are wondering if she started the treatment, if she wants to start the treatment, if she still wants children. And Tati has uploaded this video, and I think it is really great. It's called Clearing the Air Q&A. And now I have skipped into the section that I want to show you because she just lets it all out, talking about what was happening during that era. So we're at the 5-6 minute mark, and I did put this on 2x speed because I do want to show you a little chunk of this video. However, we're not here to watch this for long, so I have put this on 2x speed. If there's a part that I want to focus on, I'll stop it and repeat it, but I just want you to know her speaking up about this is something she doesn't do. This woman likes to keep herself, and keep her business, and the fact that she's kind of laying it all out there, I'm here for it. I really am here for it. I enjoyed my little side of like drama Tati. It obviously has taken such a toll, and this is what she's, you know, speaking about now. But I really, really, really like the transparency of what she's saying here, where she's like, you're asking me, you know, if I'm ever gonna get pregnant, my life is falling apart. You don't really hear that from YouTubers. Anyway, let's get into it. So I want to know your opinion. We
were going to do fertility treatments because nothing was happening, you know? So we were finally going to cross that barrier of like, all right, we're really going to go for it. And then COVID hit, and then more drama hit, and then this lawsuit hit, which really just blindsided us. And I did not handle it well. It definitely did a number on my health. Like, it was right after the filing that my health just declined. It just went right downhill. I lost a lot of weight. I was so stressed out. I felt betrayed. I felt embarrassed. Like, a lot of the things being said about me publicly were unfair and untrue. And I was just so devastated that I kind of just shut down. Was I able to still function and work? Like, yes, I didn't like completely collapse on the floor and like shut the whole world away, but it definitely did a number on my health.
It's interesting to note that what she's saying there about, you know, like the public filings and stuff, I am good friends with Emily D. Baker, who is an amazing YouTuber on this platform who goes through legal documents and stuff. And for a while, what Tati's saying about things being said about her out there from like her business partners, for a very long time, Tati was not uploading on YouTube, and the only little bit that people heard from Tati was on like Emily D. Baker's live streams, where she would go through the legal documents that were being filed in real time. It would be Tati Westbrook has said this, Tati Westbrook has declared this, they are declaring this against Tati Westbrook. It's almost wild to think back to a couple months ago, that's all that was, whenever the most we heard from Tati Westbrook for over a year was through legal documents. This is how bad it was. It just seemed that whatever your opinion on karma and drama, whatever it is, it all just seemed to hit this woman at once. I think that's really fucking sad.
And I just felt like I'd already had a stressful year, and my body's going into even more stress, and how could I ever even think to begin fertility treatment in this exciting adventure while dealing with all of this pain? Like, there was just no way. And so you guys know, during that time, James and I split up. There was so much stress. That's a whole nother thing. I mean, like, literally, guys, I look back and I'm like, how did I even make it through this time and get back? Because I spent my first ever Christmas ever in my life alone. Like, Ooh, I'm gonna start crying already. I have to tell you, it is a very strange thing to be well known and to like go out in public, like I would get recognized in public and then go home and have it be empty and alone and no one there. And I was used to having a staff, I had my family around me, and then people were moving and James wasn't there, and I was literally alone. Like I spent Christmas alone. And that was really tough. That was one of my low lows where I was like, I'm so empty-handed. I've lost my career, my husband, I don't have children, I don't have friends around me, and like, what am I even doing? You know, by the grace of God.
This is really fucking sad. Like, this is really, really sad. It just, everything that could have went wrong for Tati Westbrook went wrong. Personal-wise, relationship-wise, professionally, drama that she had gotten involved in, drama she was pulled into, speculating based on things that she had got herself into. Furthermore, and all like that, her business partner betrays her and sues her. Meanwhile, she's trying to sue someone else for defamation of her and her husband from without a crystal ball, going through private records, and it's just like, that's a lot. And this is so sad to like, first of all, the expectation that a woman reaches a certain age and why haven't you had children? Aren't you getting too old for children? Or your time is past? All that. First of all, no person needs to have a child. It is not in the woman's guidebook. It's not the dun 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 life, marry. This is not how it works. And we've got to start normalizing that. Not every woman, not every person needs or wants, or should, for that matter, have children. It is a personal choice. And it's really sad that, like, 39 is young. 39 is young. And it's so sad that, like, a public figure who's clearly struggling now has the added pressure of tick, 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 your time's running out, you said you wanted children, we know that you just broke up with your husband of 10 years and now you're back together, tick, 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 you're not getting any younger. How many times have you maybe been told, I know there's maybe some older people who watch these videos, how many times have you been told, you know, you're not getting any younger in any retrospect? Like, it is fucking ridiculous. I'm so glad that we're normalizing people prioritizing their mental health, their job, their passions over, by this age, you're married and have children. By this age, you're settled down. Because what that basically means is that you're just fucking, like, set. Or, like, you've done everything. The next thing you do is fucking die. It's really weird, and I think it's sorry, I don't mean to go on this tangent, but I'm just like really passionate about it. I think it's often the way that we're brought up. I feel like whenever we're in education and we're in schools and we're watching movies and we're watching TV shows, there's no creativity, there's no originality. It is the same set story, especially for women. For women, isn't it? Thank God it's moving past the point of like being married into something, you know what I mean? Or like your husband being chosen for you or your wife being chosen for you. Like, but still, it's like, you're this age, you're a teenager, you find your man, you get married, you have your baby, you fucking raise it, you die. Let's normalize living our lives. Living our lives until like even in our 40s, 50s. And listen, if you want kids after that, kids during that time, kids before, do you. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on like an expressive tangent, but it's just something that like is so crazy to me that it's even up for debate. And I feel really sorry for Tati Westbrook. Like, this is an unbelievable amount of pressure, and to go through this in the public eye whenever your only public statements, which are like legal documents and stuff, are still public, it's like you can't hide. And I know that she expresses at the start of this video that she wants to say things, however, because she's still in litigation and still in court, whatever she says online can be twisted, so it's like a fine line of wanting to be honest and wanting to tell it all, but not having the truth be used against you. Sheesh! Wow, fucking hell.
I had such a spiritual awakening and a really beautiful move of God in my life, which I will get more into, I promise you guys, later on. I'm not very...
I'm intrigued to hear about that. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean? Whatever works for you, I'm intrigued to hear that. I'm intrigued.
I'm not ready to give my testimony just yet, but really beautiful but terrible time in my life. That was really, really tough. And through a lot of just reflection and work on myself and just by grace, James and I decided to get back together. And it's been so nice to have my best friend back, you know? And that has been the biggest thing. And now, wow, I look crazy while I am telling you guys all of this. But like, once in a while, right? Why did I think it was a good idea to talk
She's
about
great eyes. Great eyes.
This is a challenge video, okay?
Wow.
Talk about the things that you are most vulnerable to talk about while doing your makeup. And just like see what happens.
Okay, and then this last
things
part.
Are doing amazing now. Like I don't know how we could go through what we did. Where literally I felt like terrible that I was so mad at him. I was mad at everything. Like I was so mad with everything in my life, and I was so just angry. Out of all that breakdown, we were able to repair it in a way that is even sturdier. So if you are going through a hard time, and you can come together and set your weapons down if you are in a relationship that has a fracture, to see your own part in it, and hopefully for your partner to see their part as well, and for you to really just build a new foundation after you've both been broken down, and to truly forgive and to be forgiven and to just like walk forward. We are in a much better place now, and our love has deepened. I don't even know how that's possible.
Okay, here is the thing. I'm really happy that it's not a happy ending. I'm not gonna be very optimistic for Tati Westbrook, right? Because she's still fighting all of these things, and she's still, you know, considering the fertility treatment. She's, you know, she was saying how like natural pregnancy isn't really working for her. She's saying about the stress on everything. She's still in the lawsuits. There's a long way to go. However, I really appreciate, and I'm really happy that the way she chose to explain this was, look at all I've been through. Shit. And at the end of it, me and my husband are stronger than ever. I really, really, really appreciate that. And I'm so happy for her. And just like, the past 2 years for Tati Westbrook, train wreck. And I'm so glad to finally, I'm not saying we're owed it, but finally get some like honesty and like sitting down just talking from Tati Westbrook. I really appreciate it. I really missed it because like it just was so, obviously for like legal reasons, just professional and for so long. And I just, thank God we're like getting into it again. You know what I mean? We've been waiting, Queen. So let me know what your opinion is on this below. Whew, it's heavy. It is. I really appreciate you watching my video. Thank you so much for coming to my channel today. Stay well, drink some water, look after yourself. Please get some sunlight where possible. We're going into the winter months now, and we've got to avoid that sadness. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.